don't mute.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Unscripted Sports Podcast. We're coming to you on Zodiac on Spreaker, Zodiac on Roku. We're on Facebook. Make sure you like, share, and comment on our Facebook, YouTube, iHeartRadio, and iTunes. We are brought to you by BS3 Radio with Spreaker and Northeast Streaming Sports. We're here Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. And we only have a few days left in this jersey giveaway that we've got going on. Logan, you want to tell us about that real quick?
Oh, yeah, of course. So as we know, we've been doing the jersey giveaway contest for the whole month of March, just as a thank you from all of us. We're getting us over 1,000 likes on our Facebook page. Right now, we're over 1,200. So just throughout the month of March, you guys have been killing it. Thank you guys so much. We are getting you a nice free jersey, courtesy of all of us here at Unscripted. You're getting anything hand-stitched you want, any team you want, any color you want. We got you covered. Don't you worry. And we're giving you some good quality. Also, Jay, you've gotten some jerseys. And I know, hey, you're the jersey guru, my man. So tell these guys if they're getting some good quality stuff or some cheap plastic.
Hey, first of all, I just want to say how much I appreciate listening, sharing, and subscribing, all that kind of stuff. I appreciate everything you guys do for our show, and hopefully you enjoy the content that we're putting out and you find it valuable. As for the jerseys themselves, man, listen, like our content, these jerseys are authentic. They're stitched. They're official. They're pro jerseys. These aren't no bullshit. Listen, $150 jerseys, that's what this caliber level is. I mean, this is the real deal. I'm not giving you guys nothing that I wouldn't want to wear my damn self, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be the team you want, the sport you want, and it's hand-stitched. Everything is hand-stitched, and I appreciate everybody enjoying our show and continuing to watch it. We appreciate each and every one of you guys.
All right.
Hand stitched by Jay. By Jay.
Oh, God. Who want to see that? Nobody wants to see that.
We're giving
Thank God he's ordering it.
Hey, listen, there is a lady in China hand stitching this stuff. Let me tell you.
Look at my man Shaw. Shaw, what's going on, Shaw?
What's up? What's up?
He had to do his hair real quick. That's why he's late.
All right. So our analysts tonight, guys, are Jay McLovin.
Hey, what's up, H-Town? I love each and every one of you guys. Let's get this bad boy cranking. And Shaw, I love the towel.
And we got Frankie C.
What's going on, Pats Nation?
Logan Landers.
What's poppin', everybody? Glad to be back on the show. I wish I could get a towel like Shaw. Shaw, can you sell that on eBay? I'd like to buy it.
I got this from Walmart.
Close enough.
And of course, the famous Big Shaw.
What's up? What's up? It's hot out here, so I had to, fix my hair. My hair high mist right now. So the towel is gonna protect my hair.
There we go.
Shaw, where you at?
Yeah, where you at right now?
I am outside. Actually, I woke up this morning. I went where I had to go. Got there early this morning. Just got back. All we had to do was do a few little training stuff, paperwork, and all that good stuff. I said, well, can we go home? Sure. Got back on the plane. Boom. Made it here. So I'm home. I'm outside because I'm tired of being in rooms.
That's the hard worker in Big Shaw. You guys don't see that dedication behind the scenes. He's always working. He always makes it to the show when he can.
That's right.
We love it.
Oh, yeah.
That's
all right,
right.
Mel. Let's get our topics going for tonight.
I'm your moderator, Melanie, for tonight, and let's get started. Well, look here. We already have. Ben's already up.
What up? What up, Ben?
Big Ben!
Yo.
Woo! He looked better. We'll see. We're going to talk about him.
Under the cliff, do good. All right, so we're getting started with our first topic. Frankie, NBA trade deadline reaction.
Yes. So many great news on the NBA trade deadline. today. Not very good news on my Lakers. We didn't make no moves today. I wish we would have made a good move, especially on Kyle Lowry. He was on the trade market, but we didn't. But we didn't get him. But yeah, a lot of big names went out there, especially Aaron Gordon from Orlando or Chicago. I apologize. Or is he Orlando? Right, Orlando.
I don't know where.
He left.
Orlando. Yeah, he went from Orlando. Now he's with Denver, joining JaVale McGee, who also joins Denver, going away, leaving Cleveland. But the big reaction for me has got to be what Ben said. Rondo to the Clippers. That's an amazing trade that the Hawks made. They're getting Lou Williams, former sixth man of the year. That's a big trade. Rondo's a really, really great help. He's a really good bench for the point guard. He's a really good defender during the playoffs. And it's scary for me just to see Chris Paul not Chris Paul. I apologize. Rondo going to the Clippers. Now he's playing for two. He played for two LA teams. I'm just hoping he doesn't bring the Clippers a ring, because during the playoffs last year with the Lakers, he definitely stepped up big as a point guard and as a defender. That's the big reaction for me. But also Aaron Gordon, that's a big name. Everybody knew that Orlando was going to shop him around. My big team that I wanted to see him go to was the Boston Celtics. He wanted to go to the Celtics, and I heard that the Celtics was really, really high on getting him, and I'm surprised that the Celtics didn't get him. I'm surprised that Denver came out and won that battle of the trade. It was crazy. But, yeah, those are my reactions for today.
All right, we got a couple more comments here from Ben.
Saying the Lakers are good. They don't need anything but LeBron getting healthy. Yeah, it's going to be a little while. Playoff Rondo. We'll see how he does. He did good last year. Can he continue?
All right, Logan.
Yeah, trade deadline this year was really good, honestly. We've seen some trade deadlines where nothing happened at all, and some where the sky falls out. And this one was one where I think it was pretty good. You had a few big names move. You had some smaller names guys get moved around as well. Obviously, the big one, like you said, Frankie, was Aaron Gordon getting moved over to the Denver Nuggets, which is a scary, scary thought. The Nuggets are already a really good team. If you add Aaron Gordon to them, one of the better power forwards in the league, that's scary for that Denver team who's already good with Jamal Murray, with the Joker, with all those other guys. They have a really good bench too. So that just makes Denver even scarier. I mean, also, Nikola Vucevic, he got moved as well. He was with the Magic for a long time. They shipped him over to Chicago in a move that I know a lot of Bulls fans are pretty happy that the Bulls are actually going to start paying for people to get some wins now. It's been a few dark years there, but it looks like they're getting on the up and up, so that's always great to see. But there's some other smaller moves I think that you kind of got to look more into that might help out in the long run. And one of them that kind of sticks out to me is JaVale McGee going over to the Brooklyn Nets. Going over to the Denver Nuggets as well. That's also just another great defender that you can get there. The Celtics got Evan Fournier. The Celtics need a lot of help, though. The Celtics, they've been struggling this whole season. They're barely in the playoffs right now. It flips back and forth every single day. What their record is right now, they should be a lot better than what their record shows. But honestly, I think one of the better ones that I enjoyed was Victor Oladipo he's going over to the Heat. We've seen that he's a talented player. He's kind of gotten swept under the rug the last couple of seasons with injuries and whatnot. But I think that, paired with Jimmy Butler, paired with Tyler Hero and whatnot over there in Miami, I think that he could really, get a nice niche for himself and really help out. I mean, all they gave up was Kelly Olynyk and Avery Bradley and a first-round pick. So they gave up a little bit, but I think that Oladipo would be worth that. And I think he's going to help out the Heat team a lot and maybe get them back into the playoffs for a good run. We'll see.
I think it's crazy the amount of trades and free agency and everything like that the Houston Rockets are doing this year. It's insane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Rockets they're wheeling and dealing.
Yeah.
All
right, Jay. What do you think about this trade deadline?
Yeah, there's three things I really like about the trade deadline. Number one that I like, and I hate this team, Oklahoma City Thunder. They got 37 picks.
Sheesh.
37 picks in the next 5 years. 17 of them are in the first round, and I believe 18 of them or so are in the second round. These cats are going to be fierce. They've got enough picks to make themselves just amazing. So I see the Thunder coming back in a big way. and I see them, getting a lot of big time stars within the next 5 years. Watch out for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing I see is the Clippers getting Rajon Rondo, just like you had said. Rajon's already got a title with the Lakers now, and he is playoff Rondo.
Mm-hmm.
And you got Paul George, and you got Tyronn Lue as the coach, and come on, man. I mean, what more do you need? What more do you need? You add playoff Rondo to the equation, and I mean, what more do you need? I believe that he can get them over the hump, and if he can get a title with Kawhi Leonard, you got Kawhi Leonard, with Kawhi Leonard, Rondo, and Paul George. I mean, if all those guys play their roles, you can easily beat the Lakers. You can beat the freaking Lakers. The Lakers can't. And I know Frankie's hating when I say this because Frankie's a diehard Lakers guy. But Frankie, these Clippers can beat the Lakers with Rondo at the helm, guiding these passes, and I think they can fucking do it.
That's why I said I'm scared. That's why I said I'm scared.
Yeah, absolutely, and we all should be. I mean, that's just the way it goes. My third team, though, that I look at the Denver Nuggets. All right, and like I said, they got Vucevic. Oh, Chris, I apologize. The Bulls got Vucevic. The Bulls, they got a great score of Vucevic, but that's not going to be enough to get the Bulls anywhere. So I'm not really looking at the Bulls. But we're looking at McGee, and then we're looking at, what was the other guy they got?
Gordon.
Aaron Gordon. Aaron Jordan. So the Nuggets improved.
Oops, sorry.
But I tell you right now, the biggest team that I see right now coming out of this at all is Victor Oladipo with Miami, and the possibility of them drafting or getting LaMarcus Aldridge, which I'm going to tell you right now, I'll put it out there. They're going to get LaMarcus Aldridge. I'm going to tell you right now.
Buyout. He can go wherever he wants.
No, they're going to get LaMarcus Aldridge because LaMarcus Aldridge wants to go to a contender. And when you got Jimmy Butler, you got Oladipo, you got LaMarcus Aldridge.
Bam.
I mean,
Yep. Adebayo too,
and Bam Adebayo. I mean, come on. This team is Goran Dragic. Come on. These teams
they got a
are
good
not
team.
playing around. These teams are looking pretty ferocious. And I'm saying right now, everybody thinks the Nets are going to be the team coming out of the East, but this Miami team could be the one that derails that Nets team.
Jay, your time up, Jay. Jay, your time up, Jay.
Yeah, it's Shaw's turn.
You talking crazy?
Miami did surprise some teams last year, so
they did.
Jay, you talking crazy? Ain't nobody gonna beat Brooklyn.
Okay.
my man Shaw. Here we go. My man.
What you got, Shaw? 2 minutes on the clock.
Let's go.
Jay, ain't nobody gonna come out the East and beat Brooklyn. Come on now, Jay. I ain't even watched the free agency stuff. I was kind of busy, but I heard the Clippers made a little bit of noise. They got Rajon Rondo, but I mean, what he gonna do?
We'll see in the playoffs. Regular season don't matter. He sucked in the regular season. That's why the Hawks got rid of him. He didn't do nothing.
Man, just watch out for Brooklyn. Watch out for Brooklyn. I'm gonna tell you. Watch out for Brooklyn. Boston. I don't know what Boston doing. I don't know what's going on in Boston. Frank Jones.
They just traded Daniel Tice too.
Yeah, they got rid of him for I forget what they got.
And am I the only one that thinks that was a bad move? That Tice for Fournier?
I know that Tice he's an upcoming free agent, so I think they knew that he wasn't going to re-sign. So that's why they dealt him, I guess. But man, you would think that Boston would be buying and not selling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, did you say Eric Gordon was a big name? Who said he was a big name?
Shaw's a pretty good player.
You don't think Eric Gordon is a good player, Shaw?
He was the biggest name of the trade today.
Right, he ain't no superstar. He ain't no star. He just Eric Gordon.
He's not like an A+ player that you want to. Like he's not like a James Harden or anybody, but he's still a really good player you want.
Yeah,
Aaron Gordon had
to
deal with Uncle Drew, man.
I'm about to say,
how many rings he got?
Oh, he been in Orlando. He ain't got no rings. He ain't got no rings.
Aaron Gordon is a second-tier player. You got first tier, which your Hardens, your Durant, your LeBron. He's a second-tier guy. I thoroughly believe that.
Jay,
Aaron Gordon got screwed out of the dunk contest twice. I respect that.
Here's what I'm trying to say. That's like saying That's like saying Blake Bortles is a
no.
second tier.
No, that's not the
quarterback.
same.
Yes,
That's
it
not
is,
the
Jay.
same.
Yes, it is. Eric Gordon is not even a second tier. Come on now, Jay. I put my towel back on my head. Look, Jay. This man, Eric Gordon, is not no second tier player, Jay. He may be fourth. He on the bench somewhere, Jay.
The bench. No, get out of here, Sean.
Eric Gordon is not even.
Get out of here.
He ain't even
Something's in that towel. You
ain't even
that towel and lick it.
He ain't even an all-star, ain't he? He may be an all-star, but he ain't no star. He ain't even important. Let's go to the next.
All right, guys.
Yes.
Let's look at this.
Yes.
This is a new topic for us here on Unscripted.
Frankie's been
We're about
pushing
to
this
see-
for weeks.
we're about to see how this goes off.
Jay gonna say gold dust.
Oh,
Let me pull it
Okay,
out. Let me
listen.
pull it out.
got the gold.
He and I were talking about wrestling last night, and I think I figured out that most of the wrestlers we knew were local there in the Dallas area. So we are like out of the loop. So
Hey,
favorite wrestler of all time, Frankie. Let's go.
Jay gonna
My
say
favorite
gold dust.
wrestler of all time, my number one, is got to be none other than Bret the Hitman Hart. I love Bret the Hitman Hart. I watched the man grow up when I first started watching wrestling. I love Bret Hart and his family. Who can't say that they don't love the Harts. Most of the wrestlers today came out of the dungeon, so you train at the dungeon and everything like that with the Harts. I love Bret Hart to death, but because he didn't have a long career with WWE and WCW and stuff like that, my next wrestler I'm going to talk about is Triple H. Triple H is one of my all-time favorite, taking over DX from Shawn Michaels when he left, and then also being in the clique with Shawn Michaels and Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. What is there that Triple H haven't done? He's still there to this day, running the company and running the future brand, which is right now WWE NXT. So Triple H literally is one of my favorite, which is why I have this big gold right here. You see this one right here. This was Triple H's bad boy in WWE when it came over to WWE. But before then, this was Ric Flair's. We all know that. This was Ric Flair's. My man Big Sean knows. But Triple H is my guy. But my all-time favorite has got to be none other than Bret the Hitman Hart. I love Bret the Hitman Hart. I love his finisher. Literally, when I was a kid and honestly a teenager, I will say that I put people in the sharpshooter, and that's really hard, to get out of. That's no joke. That sharpshooter, you're gonna be tapping out to that, no doubt about it. But Bret Hart is my favorite wrestler of all time, followed up by Triple H.
That's a good one.
All right, Logan.
Yeah, so my favorite wrestler of all time is actually in the picture we got up here, right in the middle. I got the man, the myth, the legend, The Undertaker. What more can you say about him? One of the most legendary wrestlers of all time, don't matter what company it is. If you heard The Undertaker, you know exactly what he's done in his 30-plus year career. We don't like to talk about the last 5 years. He's a little bit old and all that. Well, we'll skip over those last 5 years or so.
Don't.
As I say, Jay, he's from Texas, too. He's from Texas.
No, and he lives in Texas. He lives in Texas, too,
Yeah,
Jay.
he lives in Texas, too, Jay. You might see him.
Stone lives in Texas, too. He lives in Victoria, I think.
Something like that. But yeah,
Some might stay in Texas, too.
Yeah, there's a lot of good Texas wrestlers in there. But for me, I like The Undertaker just because when I first started getting into wrestling, he was one of the guys that just intrigued me based off of his character alone. There's really nothing like that at the time. I mean, even when I got into it, he was just a dark, mysterious character. It's like, and this dude is different and it's good too. He could wrestle too. Yeah, a lot. There's countless matches that he's had that's you could say were match of the year, greatest match of all time, whatever you want to say. Just a really good worker and everything. Every time you heard his entrance music, which is probably the best of all time, next to maybe Stone Cold, those two were neck and neck, I would say. When you heard that, you knew exactly what was happening. It'd take 20 minutes for him to get to the ring, but it'd be worth it though. Because it just the aura around him and the streak he had for all those years was just we're not going to see that again. And definitely a legendary wrestler that everyone knows, everyone's heard of at least. And even through the years we were talking about this in our group chat, he's went through different personas. He went from the creepy, dark Undertaker to a guy who rode a motorcycle around for a few years and just threw people off the stage. So, I mean, he proved that he could adapt with the times, too, and then carry the company like anyone could. So that's my favorite of all time. I got the Undertaker.
We used to be really scared back in the day with Undertaker.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes! All right. Wait, we lost Jay. There he is. Hey,
There you go,
Jay,
Jay.
what do you got?
Jay gonna say gold dust.
He's gonna say the Freebirds.
Dr. Deputy Williams. Who you got, Jay?
Come on, Jay.
Oh, listen, yes, I
There's
will
a lot of
admit,
wrestling fans out
I'm a
there.
lot older than most of the people on this panel, so
Mhm.
I am kind of like old school, old WWF, WCW, all that bull crap. Yes, hats up. Oh, Jim Duggan, baby.
No, you
Jim
didn't.
Duggan.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Jim
In honor of my
Duggan.
man Booker T, I'm gonna say, tell me he did not just say that.
So I'm surprised you didn't go with Sergeant Slaughter, Jay, since you were in the military for a while. I'm surprised you didn't go with him.
Man, I grew up on Ted DiBiase, Dr.
Mhm.
Death, Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan, whatever, man. I'm old school. I grew up in old school stuff. Freebirds, whatever, man. That's
You
what
should've
I
said
Okay,
grew
wait.
up on.
I gotta ask. Do
What's
any
up?
of you guys even know who the Freebirds are?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Because
I'll
I
say,
thought
yeah,
they
we
were
know
just
who he is.
local.
Oh,
I thought they
no.
were local.
Nah,
Okay.
We know
What
that.
I'm saying is Hacksaw Jim Duggan was about 6'3". He had a 4x4 or an American flag. He's very patriotic. He was what I would encompass as a very patriotic wrestler. It was old school American, very redneck. Let's get it done. I'm gonna kick your ass with a 4x4 or an American flag. Oh! Jim Duggan,
good.
baby. Jim Duggan.
This
I
might
get
be
that.
we might have
Jay,
just uncovered something
Jay,
now.
are you aware that was his character, Jay? That was his character.
I do give him this. He is the very first winner of the Royal Rumble.
There
I
you
do
go.
give him
I'll
that.
give him that. What's
Jay,
that 2x4 is iconic. I'll give him that.
But the man never.
Here we go.
Bret
Ben
Hart.
says,
My
Bret
man
Hart for
Ben.
me.
The
That was my
shades.
era. Sunglasses were classic.
There
My
you
man
go.
Ben.
I like it, Ben.
Jay,
Hey, real quick.
Hold up.
I want to go back to Hacksaw Jim Duggan for 1
Oh,
second.
I know you do.
You know the Hacksaw
Oh,
Jim
Lord.
Duggan? Hold on a minute, damn it. Listen to me. Out of college, Hacksaw Jim Duggan was drafted by the Atlanta Falcons.
Jay, we know that.
And unfortunately, he had a knee injury that pretty much canceled out his contract. But he was drafted by an NFL team, the
Jay.
Atlanta Falcons.
Jay.
Oh, yeah.
And
Why you
Georgia.
telling us old news that we know already, Jay?
All right. It's Shaw's turn.
Oh,
Shaw, I
God.
know you got a story for us.
First of all, Jay, that was Jim Duggan. That was his he had to do that, Jay. We don't know if he was a mean person behind the scenes. We don't know that, Jay. But anywho, I got an honorable mention first. Since
Okay.
nobody wanted to say his name, y'all disrespectful. Kurt Hennig was one of my favorites. How dare y'all not say Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect?
I saved him for you.
This-
I was about to say, we knew you were going to pick him, Shaw.
He was my honorable mention. He was on that, even though he was on that stuff, but he was my
yeah.
honorable mention. But my all-time favorite
Mhm.
is, I don't want to disrespect The Rock. I love The Rock. I love what he did, but it was Macho Man. To me, my smell was my favorite.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a good one. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Come out
Yeah.
with his shiny uniform and all that good stuff. He was fun to watch wrestle. He hated
Shaw's got
Hulk
the
Hogan.
Slim Jims in his towel right now.
Man, he hated Hulk Hogan with a passion. He couldn't stand him. He really hated him in real life. He was just awesome. And I gotta go. One more guy. I gotta do this. One more guy. I gotta go with The Rock. I gotta go with my boy The Rock. Because the reason why I'm going with The Rock is because The Rock made it a family business. It started from the grandpa, the dad, The Rock, his
keep going.
cousins and it's just going down to
his daughter's in it right now. She's training at the performance
that's
center.
what I'm saying.
It just keep going.
Yeah, and it all started from the grandpa. And The Rock made sure he got his family in there. Don't mess up my name. Do your job. Don't take steroids, and do it the right way. I got you. And he made his word. He took care of his people.
That's good.
By the way, Ben Suttereth liked Hacksaw Jim Duggan. He liked him. So Ben Suttereth, you're the truth, and we love you for liking Hacksaw.
He didn't like him.
Wait.
He didn't like him, Jay. He said he was hilarious.
He didn't say he liked Hacksaw.
He said he was hilarious.
Hacksaw was hilarious.
He said
not
Bret
not
Hart.
his favorite wrestler.
He said his
Bret Hart.
favorite.
Like
Bret
Hart was his
Hart.
favorite. Get it right.
Bret Hart for him.
Mm.
All right, guys. Moving
All right,
to the
let's keep it
next
moving.
topic. Dream wrestling match. Future, present, or past. Dream match. Frankie, let's go.
Oh, this is a big one for me. There's a lot of dream matches that I currently want to see right now. The big one for me, I really want to see is Drew McIntyre versus Adam Cole. I think them two are gonna do. They will do great things in the ring. Adam Cole's a very, very perfect in-ring competitor. He has great matches. And Drew McIntyre is literally one of my favorite wrestlers since 2009. I've been following Drew McIntyre since Vince McMahon had handpicked him as the chosen one. Drew McIntyre, I've been following that guy for a long time, and he left the company, getting fired and stuff like that, changing his life around, getting healthy, and then coming back into the WWE, being brolic the way he is, and now being on top of the mountain in the WWE picture. I couldn't see more of a dream match than Drew McIntyre and Adam Cole. I would also like to see if we can, or if Vince McMahon can, start pushing Ricochet up, because Ricochet is a really good wrestler. I've been following Ricochet since before he was even in WWE. The person I will honestly want to see Ricochet go up against, I would have to say would be Daniel Bryan, maybe. I think Daniel Bryan and him will have a good in-ring match. You got a high flyer, and then you have Daniel Bryan, who kind of wrestles like Shawn Michaels. If you guys look at it, he learned his moves from Shawn Michaels, and he learned under Shawn Michaels. Kind of got a little different way from Shawn Michaels. He has his own moves as well, but in a way, you can see that he definitely has a Shawn Michaels wrestling. Like, I would definitely like to see Ricochet versus Daniel Bryan. Which, by the way, I would want to see all these matches at a WrestleMania event, no other pay-per-view but a WrestleMania event, and we have to lock in a title as well. At least give some of these people some championships. Vince McMahon, man, please, if you're watching, bro, push these wrestlers up, man. What are you doing with Ricochet?
I'm sure he's watching us live right now, Frankie. I know he loves our content, does Vince?
He is watching us live.
Sitting on his pile of money.
He's watching us live.
He's watching us live. I'm his Universal Champion. You ain't see me with the belt. He's watching me.
I'm waiting for his comment to come by. I'm sure it'll pop up eventually.
Yeah. I was hiding the comments from you guys. Yeah. All right, Logan, dream match.
Oh, man, this is a fun one. This is one that we always, like to talk about, like to think about. Like, man, if this ever would happen, it would be amazing. One that I thought of is just, just from a little bit of a past with the present. One that I really would have loved to see that unfortunately can't happen would have been Eddie Guerrero versus Kurt Angle. Or sorry, not Kurt Angle. I mean, Daniel Bryan. That would have been phenomenal. That would have been a really good match. Both guys are really technical wrestlers. They could do a little bit of high flying as well. I think the styles would just be chef's kiss, perfect. What else? Anything with Kurt Angle would be amazing. Come on, it's Kurt freaking Angle with the broken neck. You all know who it is. Gold medalist. But I think one, too, is you see on the screen, we got our boy Stone Cold. Y'all know how much he's done in wrestling. The stunner is iconic. The smashing the beers like Jay does every night before the show. I would like to see, just in terms of like fan interaction, I think one that would have been really fun to see that we never got would have been Stone Cold versus John Cena. Because everyone loves Stone Cold. But John Cena was about 50-50. The kids love him. He was amazing. All the kids he bought, you saw every shirt in the arenas was a John Cena shirt, basically. But you see all the adults, all the fathers and stuff like that with the the Cena sucks T-shirts, the chants, all the signs. So that would have been great, just like the fan interaction. I mean, I think it would have been kind of like the fan reaction would have been whenever The Rock faced Hulk Hogan back at WrestleMania in 2002. Just how insane the crowd reaction was, how into it they were. I think that would have been a really good dream match just to have, just based off of the audience participation, because, man, they would have been fully into that. Two of the biggest stars of their own respective eras. Stone Cold helped lead the Attitude Era with The Rock, Shaw, and then John Cena held it down in the early 2000s into the early 2010s. So he did a really good job. So just unfortunate that we never see that one though.
All right, Jay. What would be your
go.
dream match?
Here we go.
Initially, my first reaction to this comment was Ted DiBiase and Ric Flair. But then I started thinking even a little bit more and more. Now, listen, I'm not as young as Frankie Cruz. I'm not as young as Logan Landers. God knows Big Shaw's not that old. So I started thinking to myself, well, let me see what I can do with a present or at least a future present in the past. So then I came up with Ric Flair versus Triple H. So if I can see a Ric Flair with his personality and Triple H, that would be a pretty badass combination.
They've had some matches, Jay, and I recommend you check them out. They were really good. They were bloody, too. They were bloody. Ric Flair's been wrestling. They've already
got up against. Wait, you said they've got up against each other already?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, back in the early 2000s.
Jay, plenty of time.
I'm about to say, Ric Flair wrestled till he was about 50, late 50s, man. He didn't stop. He kept going. We hated watching him when he was older.
Listen, I'm just really getting into wrestling, so I apologize for my lack of ignorance.
Hey, we're here to help you out, Jay.
I'm trying, dadgummit.
We know you're trying. We know. We got your back, though, bro. We're gonna hold your hand through all this.
And I'm trying. Hey, listen, me and Frankie are watching wrestling, and he's gotten me through the hard waters. So we're good.
There we go.
Frankie, what's your dream matchup, baby?
He already said his.
Yeah, he just
said his. Well, we're good.
No, we're on. Babe, it's Shaw's turn.
Jay, help me good. Help me good if I didn't go, Jay. Jay don't be paying
Who you got, Shaw? Who you got, Shaw? 2 minutes.
Man, I got a good match, Frankie.
Who you got?
I got a good match. You ready for this, Frankie?
I'm glad I came for this one.
Yeah, I was waiting for you. Ricky Steamboat versus Shawn Michaels.
Ooh.
You like that, Frankie?
Yeah, I like that one. I want them in the hell of a cell.
Wait a minute.
Right? I got that.
Wait a minute. Frankie, you know who Ricky Steamboat is?
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat?
Jay,
of course I know who he is.
Come on, Jay.
What else you got, Shaw? What else you got?
Hold on. It's coming.
Okay.
I got some good ones right here. I'm doing this for Frankie because I know I'm about to blow Frankie's mind right quick. Hold on, Frankie.
Shaw's looking at his notes.
Shaw don't make notes.
Now, this would be a good match too, Frankie.
Mental notes.
I got this for you, Frankie. I'm thinking Dolph Ziggler versus Kurt Hennig. You like that, Frankie?
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
That's pretty good.
You like that?
Yeah.
My honorable mention match, my last one.
Mm-hmm.
This is something I thought about. How would Brock Lesnar and Stone Cold? Would that be a good match?
Oh yeah. They were supposed to have a match, Shaw, back in the day. That's why Stone Cold left. That's why he left him.
Or Stone Cold is Randy Orton then. Stone Cold is Randy Orton. How about that?
Well, that'd be good. Yeah, I don't think they never went at it, so that'd be pretty good.
No.
Hey, let me ask you one question. What would Ted DiBiase versus Stone Cold Steve Austin? What would that look like?
Stone Cold to kill him.
Stone Cold would kill him. Actually, Jay, I'm gonna bring up a little factoid about that. Actually, Ted DiBiase helped bring Stone Cold in. Basically, Stone Cold came in as the Ring Master, which was his gimmick.
Yeah.
Under Ted DiBiase, basically is kind of like a lackey. And then he branched out on his own. So he started under Ted DiBiase back in the day. So there you go.
Ted DiBiase.
Little wrestling back little history.
Yeah.
Ted DiBiase technically started a lot of
wrestling.
He did. He did.
He also started the Undertaker's career as well.
Yeah.
So nobody know that though. Look, I will say this though on Undertaker. You know, some people really thought Kane and the Undertaker were brothers in real life.
Oh, yeah, I know. Frank, look at Frankie grinning. He probably thought they were.
Frankie thought they were.
It's because, hey, look, to be fair, Kane did wear a mask, though. To be fair.
Yeah, Kane, nobody say Kane has he had a nice mask.
I thought Edge and Christian were truly brothers, too.
That is fair. No, they look just alike, though. You got to give them that, Sean.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
They look alike.
What up, Jay?
Let me ask you this question. Mankind's mask, his mask, who was his mask originally designed for?
Tell us, Jay.
Who is it, Jay?
Y'all don't know, do you, motherfuckers?
No, we
Jay, you gonna keep that up, Jay.
It was designed for Vader.
Mankind's mask was originally designed for Undertaker. Yeah. Look it up. Undertaker was Mankind's original mask. Mick Foley made that mask, but originally it would belong to Undertaker. But as we all know, Vince McMahon never wanted Mankind, never wanted Mick Foley to be anything in the WWE.
I don't know about that, Jay. You
need to look at your stuff. You need to research it.
Hold on, Jay.
You need to research, Shaw.
Hold on, Jay. Listen to this, though, Jay. You know, Mankind is one of the most popular wrestlers they had.
I know, but Vince McMahon never wanted Mick Foley to be in WWE. He never wanted it.
I never heard that, Jay.
I'm gonna just say something. I shared this on my page, and now I'm gonna have to delete it because I got a lot of wrestling fans. And after what you just said, they're gonna be really pissed.
I ain't never heard that.
That's insane. That's insane.
That's crazy.
Mick Foley
is
true. Freaking
legend. True. I researched it. Hold a minute. Frankie, I never go on air with anything that isn't freaking true.
I don't know.
I researched it, Frankie. I looked into it. I researched it. I tabulated it. Mankind's mask was originally meant for Undertaker. It was never meant for Mick Foley and Mankind.
Okay,
we're gonna do some research after the show.
Never wanted Mankind to exist.
All right, Jay, you heard you say that. Look, Jay, you lied. You said that this man, you said Andy Dalton was better than him.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you a question. Why does Mick Foley, why do you think he's in the position that he's in? He was never meant to be anything.
He's done a lot of good stuff.
Jay, who you think pushed him? Hold on, Jay. Who you think pushed him? The same man you said that wasn't gonna be nothing. He pushed him.
I'm asking you to do your research. Jay, I'm not doing your research.
I'm not doing no research. You don't know nothing about wrestling still. You just learned about wrestling.
I'll bet you if you Google it, you'll find out that what I'm saying is real.
Jay, I'm not Googling it. Jay, you don't even know. Jay, you don't even know when Kane started. You didn't know when the Undertaker started. How many belts Kane won, Jay, that you missed the research? He got quiet then. He don't know.
I'm just telling you. Research.
You should keep researching. How many championships Kane won? How many championships Kane won, Jake?
Sean, what I'm telling you is research Mick Foley.
Jay, how many championships Kane won?
I can't answer that question. I'm not gonna lie to you.
When was the first the first blood match, Jay. When was that match? What the first one was, Jay? Since you the king of research.
I'm not going to be able to answer that question. I can't answer that question. You're right. I can't. But what I can answer you is this. No. I can't answer the question he's asking. But what I can answer it confidently is the Mankind mask was meant for Undertaker. I can answer that confidently.
Jay, we heard you 4 times already talking about this stupid mask. We understand, but Mankind is a legend. He an icon, Jay.
He's missing it here, Jay.
Hey, Logan, what's the next topic?
Let's move on.
Who's Paul Heyman, Jay?
All right. Name a wrestler who should have won a world title but didn't.
Let Jay go first.
I love you, Frankie.
I love you too, Jay. This is an easy one for me. And I'm pretty sure Shaw's gonna agree with me. I technically got 2. Me and Shaw, my second one, I'm pretty sure Shaw's gonna agree with me, but my first one is gonna be Owen Hart. I feel like Owen Hart should have been a champion, especially, he beat his brother at WrestleMania 10 in Madison Square Garden. And he was always looked at as Bret Hart's shadow, and to me, he wasn't like that. I feel like he was kind of like as much as Bret Hart is my favorite wrestler of all time, I feel like Owen Hart showed more moves and more technical wrestling moves in the ring than Bret Hart did. And Owen Hart did a lot in his career in the WWE. He was European champion. He's a 2-time Slammy Award winner. And he's done a lot. He's done a lot of other things. He was also in Nation of Domination. When people,
I forgot about that.
He was in Nation of Domination. Nugget. Yeah, the Nugget.
Yeah. See? Frankie.
He Owen Hart, he was the man for me. And also he was like one of the best members in the Hart Foundation. Also, for those of you who don't know who the Hart Foundation is, it's insane. Jay, do you know who the Hart Foundation is?
Yes, it's under Bret Hart. I get it.
It's with Bret Hart, Owen Hart, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, and British Bulldog, and we also have Brian Pillman.
Oh, Brett. Oh, yeah. Flying Brian. His son's wrestling now, too.
His son is, Brian Pillman Jr. He wrestles for AEW. But the second name that I'm going to say that should have won a world champion, and then Charles going to agree with me, it's got to be none other than Mr. Perfect himself, Kurt Hennig.
Yeah.
He most definitely should have been a world champion. I'm not even going to say anything about that. I'm losing time, but if you guys know Kurt Hennig and know Mr. Perfect, then you should know he should have been a world champion in his time, especially in the early days of the WWF.
Well, he was awesome.
He was great. He was.
All right, Logan.
Yeah, all right. I'm going a different route. No doubt, Frankie, I agree with both your picks, Owen Hart and Owen Hart definitely, I think, should have gotten at least one world title reign. He was way too talented. Same Mr. Perfect. I mean, I loved his character and everything. He was just a really good wrestler. But I'm going to go a different route. I got 2 names of my own. The first one I'm going to go with, I'm going back to the 80s and 90s. I got Rick Rude. Ravishing Rick Rude, man. First off, the ladies loved him. Once he did that strut, that pose that Frankie's doing right now for all the ladies out there. He was one of the best heels in the company at the time. Everyone hated him. But he looked the part of a world champion. You can't deny that. The man had a 12-pack for days. And then the other guy I got is, one of the more popular characters who's one of the best talkers of all time, too. I got Roddy Piper. He never won a world title somehow. And I think he really should have, just as good as he was on the microphone. And he was really good in the ring, too. He wasn't going to blow you away with, these high athletic maneuvers and whatever. But whenever you have a good wrestler, you got to be able to have a solid moveset as well as connect with the crowd too, and that's what both of those guys were able to do. Rick Rude, everyone hated him for a long time, and then unfortunately he had that I think it was his back or his neck injury that cut his career short. And then with Roddy Piper, he just never got that gold. Unfortunately, he went he went around for a while. He was in WWE, WWF for a while. Went over to WCW. He wasn't able to get the title there, unfortunately. But I think those are 2 guys that should have at least got 1 world title shot, if not more, that they just kind of dropped it on. But, yeah, definitely those 2 guys. They're both gone, unfortunately, now, and both legends in the business and never had a world title.
Piper's
All right.
Pit, baby. Piper's Pit.
Yeah.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, Jay. What do you think? Who should have won a title that never did?
I gotta hear this.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Who you got, Jay?
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
First of all, you're right. I agree with you. Okay, listen. I'm a little bit older than you guys, and my wrestling is a little older than your wrestling.
That's fair.
It is.
That's fair.
And let me tell you something. But I am making strides, and Frankie C will tell you that I am making strides to learn your new school wrestling. Okay? I'm learning the new school wrestling. But what I've got to go on right now, okay, if I'm going on right now, I'm going to be honest with you. I've got to old school because that's what I know. I know old school. I don't know the new school quite as well as Frankie and Logan and Shaw. They keep up with this stuff better than I do. But I will say this. For what I know of wrestling, my number one is Jake the Snake Roberts.
There you go. That's a good one. I like
Okay, that's
that one, Jay.
better. Jay. That's better. That's
I like it, Jay.
My number
Thank you,
three-
progress.
I love it. I love it.
Snake.
My number two is Bam Bam Bigelow. My number three is the Junkyard Dog. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. You're going too far. You're going
Yeah,
too
you're
far.
going way too far, Jay. Way
Not
too
too
far.
far.
Way too far. You don't
I
even
know. Shaw, he was from Louisiana, I believe. If I'm not mistaken.
Jim Duggan. I'll put him out there. I don't care what y'all say. Jim Duggan. And the last one of all, no, I got two more. I got two more. Dusty Rhodes
Okay.
and Mankind.
Man,
Jay?
I got a world title.
Mankind
Jay,
is my last
Mankind won
time.
the
I got the world title.
I got six.
Six.
Jake the Snake, Bam Bam,
Mankind has
Mankind
won
got
a
the
world title.
Jay.
Dusty, and Mankind, baby.
Jay,
Mankind won a
Jay,
world
Jay,
title,
hold on,
Jay.
Jay.
Title, Jay.
Yeah, Mankind got the title.
What you
He
talking
can-
about?
Mankind beat Triple H, Jay.
Jay don't know what they be talking about. I told y'all.
Okay.
Hold on. Yeah, we're gonna go through the history books with Jay.
Jay, look at
Jay-
Melanie right now. Jay,
Jay,
look at Melanie. She's covering her mouth like I cannot
Try
believe
not
you
to
just
laugh.
said Mankind. Even
Jay.
she knows Mankind won the title.
Just say
Okay.
Dan Malenko.
Okay.
Yes, I
I'm
did.
wrong
Go to
with one. Listen. If anybody knows anything about this show, it's unscripted.
There
It's
you go.
unscripted, which means I was wrong by one. I apologize for Mankind.
Oh,
I
that's-
love
that's
Mankind.
Jay,
Oh, okay, we're
that's
good.
true.
Jay, just say Dan Malenko, the Iceman. That's it.
He never
Oh, yeah,
lies,
that's a good
Shaw.
one, too, yeah,
Shaw, he never lies.
Uh-uh.
Never.
All right. All
Back
right,
to you,
Shaw. Who you
Who you
got?
got?
Well, me and Frankie had the same ones.
Oh.
But since Jay had six, I'm gonna go pick six.
He technically had five.
All right,
but-
Shaw. Let's see if we can bust you here. Let's see if you got
Let
them
me
all
see.
Come
right.
on, Shaw.
Who had won a championship? Ooh, our boy Kirk Hennig. We said Kirk
Yeah,
Hennig.
of course.
We said our boy Kirk Hennig.
Yeah, that's what.
Mark Henry, he should have won the heavyweight championship.
He was a world
He's a
champion.
yeah, he
Well,
was
say my- when he was. Talk to me, Frank.
2011. 2011.
Talk to me, Frank. When he was the champion.
This was technically his belt when he had this one, the red back.
I
Oh,
know that he won the championship. Hey,
Yeah.
that's
There we
He
go,
had a-
Shaw.
me on that.
He
No, Shaw is an imposter.
No,
Shaw
no,
is an imposter.
I'm gonna tell you, my boy. I like Road Dogg. Road Dogg, one of my favorites. I think he should have won the championship. I love me some Road Dogg.
Oh, you
We can say WCW too. We can say WCW too.
You can say
Yes, sir.
WCW.
Oh,
ahead.
okay. We can say WCW.
Go
Hey,
ahead.
y'all messed up now.
All right.
I love Dan Malenko. I think he should have won the championship. He one of my favorites. Hey, has Lex Luger, he won a championship, Frankie?
Yeah. He
Yeah.
won it back in the
He
90s.
did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got the title right there on the screen. That's
Yeah,
why
he won
got
the
it.
WWF
I
title.
don't want to do it no more.
Shaw don't know shit.
But I will say this.
Shaw don't know shit.
I will say this. WCW, they had too much NWO, and y'all knew y'all was wrong for letting Kevin Nash win that championship. Goldberg should have won it. Y'all had too much NWO. Every time I turned on the TV, it was Sting, Kevin Nash, Conan, Macho Man, Lex
I loved
Luger,
it.
I was there. Oh
I
my
would say
god.
Frankie was in love.
I love
Frankie
it.
had all the 17 variations of T-shirts.
Yeah.
I love NWO.
But
Wolfpack
which
is
one you
my
like? Which one? Red
Wolfpack.
and black or white and black?
Red and black.
Oh, okay. All right.
Wolfpack is back, causing mass
Yeah.
destruction.
Shaw was a fan of the NWO 2000.
Man, I love the NWO. Remember when they invaded WWE? Oh, that was fun.
I remember when DX literally invaded WCW and they closed their doors down.
They sure did.
They came in with the tank.
Real quick, guys. Real
What
quick.
up?
So okay, hey, listen, this is probably our last topic. I don't think
Yep.
we have any topics after this. And I know we're getting close to time to close out. So let me just say this. I have a lot of learning to do. But you know what I've got? I've got 3 really badass mofos and Frankie C and Logan and Big Shaw that are going to teach me as we go along. And we're going to incorporate more wrestling into our topics, if you will. I don't know if we're going to do a whole show of WCW, WWF, WWE, or whatever the case, EFTW, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we will have some wrestling in there. And I guarantee you it's going to be a lot of fun because Frankie's going to continue to teach me about wrestling. And we're going to go forward with this. Unscripted is exactly what it is. It's unscripted. And I hope you guys are enjoying each and every one of our takes for exactly what it is. Unscripted takes.
Quick test for everybody watching. Quick test for everybody watching. Shaw or Jay, what's tomorrow?
Shoot, I don't know. What is tomorrow, Frankie?
Tomorrow's Friday. So what wrestling show's on tomorrow, Jay?
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know.
Come on, Jay. You got the schedule. Frankie sent you the schedule.
What was The Rock's favorite word to say?
He had a lot of them. He had Know Your Role.
I don't.
Jabroni Boulevard, SmackDown Hotel.
Right. Friday night what, Jay? Friday night what?
SmackDown?
There you go. We're learning. We're learning over here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say we're gonna put out another video. We're gonna put a training montage out of Jay just watching old highlights, and that's how we're gonna prep for the next show.
Before we get out of here and we go for the night, I can't tell you how much I love this group of people because they are my family, and I love them, and they're teaching me. They're teaching me, and I hope they're teaching the viewers that are watching out there. I hope they're teaching you as well.
Right, Jay, you getting
Let's
something
get out of here.
You're getting something out there.
Before we get off, I just want to say, for those of you who are watching, please tune in tomorrow for Frankie C Sports with me and Jay for our Friday night show at 7 p.m. Eastern time, where we run a show called Top 5 Sports Show. We're going to give you guys the latest rundown on the NBA trade deadline and everything like that. Also, I have a future show coming soon. I'm not sure on the date yet. For those of you who hasn't seen it, go to my page. I made a little movie video about it. I'm still directing, guys. I'm still directing. I made a little video that I'm coming out with a new show soon. It's going to be called Sports World News with Frankie. That's the show where I'm changing on Wednesdays. I used to do Boston Talk, but I'm going to be talking about all your sports, NFL, MLB, NBA, and since I haven't seen it around lately, I'm going to start talking about WWE and AEW now. So I'm going to be running down some wrestling on Wednesday nights coming soon. So if you guys want to, watch some news on wrestling and everything like that, you can come over to Frankie C Sports. And all these guys on here, they're they'll be coming on my show too as guests. Logan, Jay, Shaw, they'll all be coming on. Also, WrestleMania weekends coming up in about 3 weeks or 2.5 weeks now. Big Shaw and myself are going to be going live WrestleMania night. We're going to be the commentary team. The heck with Michael Cole. The heck with all these other dudes. You guys are going to want to listen to Big Shaw and Frankie C. We're going to be running down WrestleMania 37.
Y'all better tune in, Shaw. We can't see you, Shaw, but you're young from the background, so we know you're real with us.
Yeah, we see the traffic. We see the traffic, though.
Traffic behind you. Yeah.
Shaw went to the local park.
There you go. Yeah. Shaw went to enjoy some wilderness.
Mardi Gras.
There you go.
He's just
Oh,
standing
Mel,
up.
let's get out of here, Mel.
Yeah, what a show. What a show, first off.
All right, guys. Yes, what an interesting show tonight. I want to thank everybody for joining us for our unscripted sports podcast. Definitely unscripted. And we're here with you Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 8 Eastern. We are live on Zodiac on Roku, Facebook. Make sure you like, share, and comment. And YouTube, iHeartRadio, and iTunes. We are brought to you by BS3 Radio with Spreaker and Northeast Streaming Sports. I hope you guys have a great night, and we will see you on Saturday.
Frankie Two Belt.
You're listening to Unscripted on Northeast Streaming Sports.
Fucking wrestling, fucking rock.